Dear God, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for giving me the choice to see this day. Thank you for loving me deep in my sins. Forgive me for all my sins, even the ones committed unknowingly. Through Thank you, Lord, for an answered prayer. Thank you, God. A warm welcome and a pleasure morning to one and all. I'm Esmeta from 9th Street. Today we are here to celebrate an important day. It is nothing but World Population Day. Enjoy the future tomorrow by controlling the population today. The World Population Day is the United Nations initiative that the entire world celebrates of the 11th of July every year. Furthermore, the aim of this day is to create awareness about the exploding world population and the importance of reproductive health. So let's start the program by welcoming the gathering. Here comes K. Danyartika from 9A to welcome the gathering.
Warm greetings to the gathering, united online for this juvenile occasion. To big salutations for the dignitaries is the most gratifying deed one could get accomplished in a week. It gives me tremendous delight to deliver the welcome address on this joyous web occasion. Praising the omnipresence of Lord Almighty, let me start the welcome address. On behalf of the school, I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Nirmal Thomas. We are really thankful to him for taking the time out of his busy schedule to attend this function. I welcome you, sir. It's indeed my supreme duty to deliver a genial welcome to the nucleus of this institution, the most distinguished correspondent, Mr. Senthil Ramesh, for giving us permission to conduct this function. I welcome you, sir. Next, I offer the most hospitable welcome to the profession person who plans perfectly, acts meticulously, and executes efficiently. None other than our principal, Mrs. Sita Lakshmi, who governs us graciously. I extend a cordial welcome to Vice Principal, Mrs. Kirbavadi of our school, for guiding and supporting us constantly. Let me render an array of floral welcome to the headmistress, Mrs. Lata Tiraviam, to this occasion, who makes our education higher and higher. I wholeheartedly welcome our respected vice academic supervisors, regularizing and stabilizing us throughout. A cordial invitation to our most beloved teachers who sculpt and shape us to the shining sculptures. I gladly invite our dearest parents to this auspicious occasion. Last but not the least, I welcome all my dear friends. Once again, I welcome you all to this wonderful section. Thank you, Ananda. Have a nice
Thank you, Danya, for the warm welcome. It gives me an immense pleasure in welcoming our honorable resource person, Mr. Nirmal Thomas, training head Kongika Chennai, to address the gathering.
Much, Shweta and Danya. It's a great opportunity for me to connect and talk to you, and also, present something very, very important on a day that the entire world is going to celebrate, which is the World Population Day. And before I start, I again want to really thank both of you for the very wonderful, hearty welcome that you have done. Truthfully, I'm really surprised by the way you do this, the smile and the English that you use. I'm really unable to comprehend that. It's really beautiful. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for that very beautiful welcome.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Yeah, Ma, you're so much welcome. So I really appreciate all your talents and your gifts and giftings. All right. So it's time to enter into the session. As the presentation comes on, let me just give you a preface of what is going to happen today. I'm going to talk to you on a very, very important topic. You know the topic very well. It is World Population Day. But the perspective and the information that I'm going to come to you with is going to be very, very different. And it is going to be an information that is going to create a challenge in your life. It is going to open your eyes in many regards. And so my humble suggestion and request is that all of you would give me your ears, give me your attention, because the information that is going to come is very, very powerful and is very, very important. So thank you so much for tuning in and also listening to me carefully. So again, I am Nirmal, and I come from an organization called Cognicare. All right, so the slide is on World Population Day. Though we celebrate World Population Day, on the 11th of July. We are doing it a day in advance, but there is so much that we really want to communicate with you. All right. Okay, so the before we get into the topic in a deeper manner, there are certain disclaimer objectives that I want to place before you. The first one is disclaimer objectives are nothing but, before we get into the topic, I want to lay certain principles or lay certain thoughts before you, because these are going to be the foundations of what I'm going to share. And this is something that I want to communicate at the very outset itself. It says this session will surprise and shock you. So from my side, this is a guarantee that this session is going to surprise many of you, because many of you would actually be thinking of World Population Day as something, very, very different. You might think of the entire world, on a place where people are actually overcrowding. The earth is unable to bear the burden. That is the kind of mental image that many of you might be having. But I'm going to surprise you with information, and at the same time, I'm also going to bring you some shocking information. So this is a disclaimer, but please be willing to listen and hear this with an open heart and a mind. The second disclaimer objective is you will begin to know the real facts on the topic. We have been hearing a lot of information on World Population Day, but what I'm going to share today is going to be very, very different. And I'm going to give you some factual data on the topic. Sometimes it might be very shocking, and also it might challenge the way the topic has been presented all this while. So let's get into the topic. Some data on the topic, because when we talk about World Population Day, there are certain things that has to be addressed very commonly. And the first thing is, this is like Shweta said, this is a United Nations initiative, as the first point would represent. This is conceived by the UNDP, United Nations Development Program, in the year 1989. So UN is an entirely structured organization. It has a lot of facets to it. One entity of UN is UNDP, United Nations Development Program. They are the ones who conceived this idea of even bringing about a day to be celebrated for the entire world. So UN decides on a lot of things. They even come up with certain international days and themes to be celebrated, and UN is the body who even decided that there should be a day called World Population Day. So the reason I'm giving you this background is you need to know which organization or which entity even conceived this idea about a group of people or the entire world celebrating a day. So it is none other than United Nations themselves. The second thing is, world population is approximately 790 crores. The number might be huge, but then this is just a perspective for you, and India's population is 139 crores. So just look at the difference. Though we are the second populated country in the world, this is just to give you a perspective. Okay, in population, who are we talking about? Now, this is another foundational understanding I want you to understand, because when we hear this word called population, as we heard, during the introduction, we hear this word called population explosion. It's as if, a bomb is going to explode, and, there's going to be a lot of devastation that is happening. But when you hear this word population, what is an image that should come to your mind, or what should you be thinking or talking about? Please understand that when you hear this word called population, you do not think about, someone, who is your neighbor. You don't think about, some group of people out there in another city who are all crowded in a place, who are all gathered in a place, who do not have food, or, wasting resources of the country. No, that is not the place from which you start talking about population. When you think or hear about this word population, please understand it starts with you and I. I put myself also into the picture, because we are part of the population. Many times when we hear this word called population, or when the media talks about population, they always exempt themselves and talk about others. They say, see, look at the number of people who are born. You know how much they are wasting the resources. our country is actually becoming overpopulated. They exempt themselves from the picture and they talk about others. But I want to tell you, when you hear this word called population, or during the World Population Day, do not exempt yourself. Put yourself into the picture. Start thinking this word population from your line first, from your space first. That is where you have to start. Okay, now a couple of things, a couple of foundations or some understanding that I want to, place before you before we delve into the topic. The first one, the day you start thinking about others as population, you are on the wrong. Okay, population is a word in which you are included in. So that is a foundational understanding again that I want you to keep in mind. Never think about population as someone who's on the other side. You're looking at a picture, a sea of people who are gathered, who are populating an area. No, that is wrong. That is a very wrong understanding. You start thinking about this word called population, from your angle. It has to start from you. That's the first understanding. The second one, some sensitive questions to ask individually. Now, when you start thinking about population from your, from your perspective, or start it from your very own self, there are certain important questions I want you to ask. The first question is, do you want to live? This is a very powerful question, because today we see many people all around the globe. There are many scientists, there are many companies, there are many government officials who are talking about overpopulation. But the thing is, they fail to look at them when they talk about this word. So suppose Nirmal, I'm talking about overpopulation. People who talk about this, what they usually do. If Nirmal is doing that, I will exempt myself. I'll say, look at these kind of people. They are just living on this earth for no reason. They are actually wasting the resources. What happens when I turn that question to me? What happens when I am part of that population? When I think about this question, do I want to live? Yes, I want to live. Now, if I want to live, then they also have a right to live. So when you talk about population, there are some sensitive questions you need to ask. When you think about a group of people on the other side, do they want to live? Is a question we need to ask. Then, second one, do you want to live out your full potential? Because it is not just about the word population or people on the earth, but their lives, and those lives have potential on the inside, and they have to live out their potential. And the third question is, do you want to accomplish something? We are not just human beings who are gathered in an area and we are populating an area. No, we have a life, we have a potential, and we want to do something. We are not just wanting to fill space on the earth, but we have a potential on the inside, and we want to do something with that potential. And the last question says, do you want to enjoy the resources of the earth? Every person, you and I, though we are part of the population, we do not want to, stop living. We want to live, and we want to do something on this earth, and we want to enjoy the resources of the earth. So that is the population that we are talking about. We are talking about a population that has a life, and that has a potential, and that wants to do something, and that population is called to enjoy the resources of the earth. Now, but the world, is presenting a very different picture. They are saying the population that we are talking about, they are not fit to live. Though they have potential, I think they are overcrowding the earth. They are using the resources of the earth. So resources are going down. It's reducing drastically. So that is the kind of negative picture that they are forecasting. So when you think about this word called population, start it with you, because we are part of the population. When the population that we are talking about, we want to survive, we want to live, we do not want to die. We have a potential that we want to fulfill, we want to accomplish something, and we want to enjoy the resources of the earth. And the last point in this slide is, these are the desires of every human born on this earth, irrespective of caste, color, background, influence, status, etc. So this is the understanding with which we have to start looking at this topic. The understanding is, do not look at a human being as a, as someone who is detrimental, as someone who is a negative influence on the earth. No, every human being who is part of a population has to have this respect, irrespective of caste, color, background, influence, or status. Because today there are some people who decide and say there are a group of people who do not have they don't deserve to live on this earth. They are wasting the resources that we have to be using. So what is happening is, they create this kind of a negative mindset, a mentality in which we are taught we are taught to disrespect, to disregard a group of people on the earth. No, that is very wrong. So population is no one but you and I, and all of us have a desire, and the desire is to live on the earth irrespective of caste, color, creed, influence, status. So we do, when we talk about a population, we do not disregard them based on the color or the caste or the background or whatever status they have. Population, when we talk about the word population, those are lives of people, and we are part of those lives. So let's start the session with this kind of an understanding. So the next slide says, get this understanding straight about population. Humans are not a resource. You are born to steward and manage resources. The last slide, I gave you some foundational understanding of how you have to look at population. There are some more, points I want you to hold firmly when you hear this topic. The first thing is humans are not resources at all. This is a negative understanding, according to me, that we see propagated everywhere. But humans are not resources, because when you use the word resource, it means we have to start managing the resource. Humans are not so low in the pyramid that they have to be treated as a resource, that if the resource is not good, you just eliminate them. If it's a good resource, you take them. Humans are not resources at all. They are far above resources. That's why I said humans are not a resource. You are born to steward and manage the resource. Resources are for human beings. Human beings stand outside the resource and they steward and manage it. So please understand, when you look at a person, when you use this word called population, that is not a resource. They are, before we closed for the first part, we said you are not a resource. You're born to steward and manage those resources. Never ever think that humans are a resource to be managed, because when we say we are resources, what immediately happens is we start thinking, okay, I can do anything with this resource. No, we are not resources, but we are called to steward and manage those resources. Now, water is a resource. Humans are called to manage that resource. Food is a resource. Now we are called to manage and steward those resources. We are not food. We are not water. We do not come under that category at all. Now that is a kind of understanding that has created a lot of negativity on humans. That the truth is that we are higher than resources. We are not resources at all. We are not so cheap. That's why I've written in the next statement, I've said, you are not some dirty, cheap, evil or unwanted scrap or a low form of being that is eating up all the resources of the earth. No, you are a beautiful creation. All things in the world center around you. Okay, the resources center around this person called human being. So human beings are called to steward and manage these resources. We should never look at a human as a resource at all. Because if you start looking at humans as a resource, what will happen is one day we will say this resource is of no use, hereafter eliminate this resource. This resource is not giving the full capacity, so eliminate resources. No, we do not come under the category of resource at all. We are higher than that. So please understand, when you think about this word called population, humans are not some resources to be managed. Humans manage the resource. Okay, so I really want you to get this straight and get this understanding in your mind. Okay, ma'am, let's move on. Okay, in fact, all resources are made for you. So what a beautiful statement this is. Human beings, you think about a world where all resources are there, but no human beings. It's a world that is a waste. But you keep all the creation and keep a human being, that's when the beauty comes. And human beings are above those resources. Okay, so please understand, human beings have the ability and the intelligence to manage these resources. So that is how powerful human beings are. Okay, let's move on then. Okay, now I'm going to give you a shocking fact. And initially Shweta said we have a population explosion and we have to control the population. But what I'm going to tell you right now is I'm going to show you certain facts. These facts are not just on my laptop. It is not in the Google that I have. It is there in the internet that all of us actually browse. All of us, over the last 1 year, we have been so acquainted, we have been so used to, using technology and internet and, all these, new additions that have come into our life. But I'm going to give you some shocking fact, because this word called control, this word called explosion, is it still relevant? When we talk about population, is this word called, exploding population, where you have to push another person, that you don't even have space to stand. When you take your food to eat, 10 people are standing next to you, willing to taking, waiting to take your food out and grab your food. Is that the scenario that is actually there, or is there a different scenario? I really want you to understand, because that is fact. And sometimes we are not, we are not looking at the facts altogether. So let's look at this shocking fact. And what does the facts say? The population situation does not look like this. So I'm going to show you two pictures. And when we think about population explosion, the picture that comes to all of us is, or pictures like this. One picture is like this. Okay, we think about a world where the millions of people are sitting on the earth is unable to bear the weight. The world is saying, please leave me, I do not have strength to carry more people, I'm already overweight. When we think about this word called population, that's what comes to our mind, right? But in my heading I've stated population situation does not look like this. Next picture. Nor like this. The world is saying, I'm losing out on my strength, I'm unable to carry people on this earth anymore, so I'm already overburdened, overweight. So this is not the picture at all. The population situation does not look like this. If you think as students that this is the kind of scenario that we are right now facing, you're going to be shocked. But let me tell you what situation actually exists today in our country and around the world. Next slide, ma'am. The situation looks like this. And what picture does it show? This is the picture that you and I are seeing, right? We are seeing people, who are wanting to live, but they don't have food to live, and because of that they are dying. You see people, when you walk to school nowadays, we are not able to go to school, but when you go out, to a shop, you look at a lot of beggars around. You're not seeing an entire Madurai filled with beggars, right? You're not seeing an entire Madurai filled with people who are waiting and saying, please give me something. No, we have a different variety of people, but you look around, you're not able to see, places where you're not even able to walk, you're not so much in a crowded place, you're not even you don't have a space to breathe. No, that's not the case at all. When you look at population around you, you see people like this. They don't have a house, they don't have, they're not able to live a dignified life. That is the kind of picture that is the reality. And there's one more picture that I want you to see. And the situation looks like this. Today, people, whether they know, whether we are familiar with our own names or not, now all of us know this word called Corona. Corona has become a buzzword or a theme word for the year 2020 and 2021. We do not know for how many years it's going to look like that. And when you think of population, the initial picture that came to our mind was, people crowded, so many living on this earth where we don't even have a place to live. But year 2020 showed us a different picture. The news kept telling us that hundreds and thousands of people are dying, people are being buried, people are, just falling dead, people are not able to live, they are dying out of breathing issues. So what about this picture called population? Are we not seeing this? This is the reality. As students, when you and I go out, or as staff or as citizens of this country, when we go out, this is the picture that we are seeing. This is what is real to us. Okay, and there is one more picture about population that I want you to see in the next slide. Just keep processing the information that I'm giving, because all this is very, very powerful. And one more reality about population. Today what is happening is we are not able to see human beings. In this last 1 year, just think about how many of you went and met your friends, or how many went outside the house to meet your relatives. We were filled with so much fear. All that we were linked with was technology, mobile phones, laptops, Zoom, Google Meet. All was technology. Okay, Madhivanan says, sir, I sent. Okay, so maybe you had an opportunity to go out. But our life in 2020 was filled with linking with robots or technology than humans. So this is the population that we started engaging with. Robots replacing humans. Okay, and next, there's another picture that I want you to see. Okay, see, this picture very, very profound, very, very deep. It says humans are expired now and technology has taken over everything. Today, people are saying, if you go out searching for a job, they say, நீங்க முன்னாடி பண்ணிட்டு இருந்த வேலை வந்து இப்ப கம்ப்யூட்டரே பண்ணிடுச்சு சார், அதனால இப்ப அந்த வேலை உங்களுக்கு இல்ல. And if people, nowadays they are saying you don't even have to go out and buy anything, order from Amazon, order from Zomato, everything is technology. So where are people actually coming out? So when you talk about this population, the picture that is being created in our mind is, group of people, the earth is already overburdened, there is no place for people to live. But the reality is very, very different. Okay, the reality is today humans are actually taking a back step and technology is coming to the forefront. And this picture, very beautifully says human beings are going to come to a level of extinction. Isn't this true? You just just take this 1 year, rewind 1 year in your life and look at how much you have been in front of a screen, how much you have been in front of a laptop or a mobile phone. So we have actually cut off our relationship with our own friends. Yeah. Harish Raj says that is very true. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep moving on. Now, this is the picture of population that I really want you to understand. It's not a picture that, the earth is overburdened and there's a population that exploding. Okay. Now, many of you might have a question. Enna sir, எங்களுக்கு நாங்க இது வரைக்கும் வேர்ல்டு பாப்புலேஷன் டேல நீங்க எர்த்ல இவ்வளவு பேர் இருக்காங்க, இவ்வளவு பேர் எர்த்தையே பாப்புலேட் பண்ணி இடமே இல்லாம இருக்கிறாங்கன்ட்டு தானே நாங்க சொல்லி கேள்விப்பட்டோம். But right now you are trying to tell us that it is the other way around. But let me also show you some statistics and facts that tell the truth. நீங்க எத்தனை பேர் இப்போ வேர்ல்டு பாப்புலேஷன் இவ்வளவு இருக்கு, இந்தியா பாப்புலேஷன் இவ்வளவு இருக்குன்னு சொன்னாலுமே எத்தனை பேர் அந்த ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் போய் பார்த்திருக்கோம்? ஆனா இது பெரிய ராக்கெட் சயின்ஸ் கிடையாது. Anybody can just go search on the internet and these things are there. Okay, so what about population is something that we have to think today. இப்ப அந்த வேர்ல்டு பாப்புலேஷன் டே நாளைக்கு அவங்க இந்த டே கமெமரேட் பண்ணும்போது நம்ம அந்த டேல என்ன நினைக்கணும், வாட் இஸ் இட் தட் we really have to think is what I want to talk to you. Okay, so first before that let me show you the statistics. இன்னைக்கு பாப்புலேஷன் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர்ட் ஆகுதா? நமக்கு இனிஷியல்ல ஸ்வேதா சொன்ன மாதிரி பாப்புலேஷன் அந்த அளவு கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியாம இருக்கான்றதை நம்ம பார்க்க. வாட் இஸ் த ட்ரூத்? ஓகே, லெட்ஸ் மூவ் ஆன். ஓகே, அங்க இந்தியாஸ் பர்த் ரேட் அதுல நான் ஒரு பிக்சர் ஒன்னு போட்டிருக்கேன். அதுல என்ன ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் என்ன காட்டுது பாருங்க. ஓகே, இப்போ நீங்க கீழே இருக்கிற அந்த ரெட் கலரை பார்க்காதீங்க, அந்த ப்ளூ கலர் லைனை மட்டும் பாருங்க. இட் டாக்ஸ் அபவுட் அவங்க என்ன போட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா இந்த இடத்துல ஃப்ரம் 1950 to 2102, அப்போ 2102 வரைக்கும் பாப்புலேஷன் உடைய ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன் எப்படி இருக்கும்ட்டு யுஎன், இதே யுஎன் தான் இவங்க என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா வேர்ல்டு பாப்புலேஷன் டே 11th ஜூலை செலிப்ரேட் பண்ணணும்ட்டு அவங்க தான் டிசைட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அவங்களோட ப்ரொஜெக்ஷன்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1950ல இருந்து 2102, தட் இஸ் இயர் 2102 வரைக்கும் பாப்புலேஷன் growth எப்படி இருக்கும்னு காட்டுறாங்க. அங்க ஆக்சுவலா பாத்தீங்கன்னா 1950ல இறங்கி அவங்க என்ன சொல்ல வராங்கன்னா 2102ல பாப்புலேஷன் அந்த அளவுக்கு கம்மியாயிரும்ன்றாங்க. So what about population explosion are we talking about? Is a question I want you to think. அப்போ நம்ம உண்மையாவே பாப்புலேஷன் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோஷன் ரோட்ல போகும்போது அப்படியே எல்லாம் கிரௌடட்ன்றதான் ரியாலிட்டியா? பட் the reality is something else. அப்போ இந்த வேர்ல்ட் பாப்புலேஷன் டேல நம்ம என்ன நினைக்கணும் அப்படின்றத நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்ல வரேன். பட் அது சொல்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I want to show you these statistics. இந்த ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ் என் லேப்டாப்ல மட்டும் இல்ல, it is there in the global internet for all of us to see. சரிங்களா? So இந்த இந்தியாஸ் பர்த் ரேட், இட் ஸ்பெசிபிக்லி டாக்ஸ் அபவுட் இந்தியாவோட பர்த் ரேட் ஆக்சுவலி கம்மி ஆயிட்டு வருது. அப்படின்னா மீனிங் என்னன்னா குழந்தைங்க பிறக்கிறது கிடையாது அதிகமா. நீங்க யூ திங்க் அபவுட் யுவர் கிராண்ட் பேரண்ட்ஸ், உங்க ஃபேமிலிக்கு உங்களோட நீங்க உங்க தாத்தா பாட்டி அவங்களெல்லாம் யோசித்து பாருங்க. ஹவு மெனி சில்ட்ரன் டிட் தே ஹேவ்? ஈச் ஆஃப் தி, எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு மை பேரண்ட்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு தேர் ஹவுஸ் தே ஹேட் 6 to 7 children. சில வீட்டுல 10 children இருந்திருக்காங்க. I worked for an INGO before. Nalini says 6 children. That's very right, mom. And I have been to நான் சில சோஷியல் ஒர்க் பண்ணும்போது நார்த் இந்தியால குஜராத்ல ஒரு ஏரியாக்கு போயிருக்கேன். I have seen 12 children in a home. But right now that is all coming down. The current population explode agale, it is actually declining. That is the fact. Okay, next click, ma'am. Okay, there is one more picture now. See this. இது என்ன போட்டிருக்காங்கன்னா India's, sir, my grandma had 9 children. Wow, that's right. Okay, But today, can you find 9 children anywhere? Yeah, see, someone says 15, but today you're not even able to see that information anywhere. You're not even able to hear one child the maximum இன்னைக்கு. Correct தானே? Okay, now in the historical birth data இங்க வந்து போட்டிருக்காங்க. கீழ இருந்து மேல பாருங்க. It's from 2004 till 2021. நீங்க 2004ல இருந்து 2021 இருக்க birth rate 2004ல it was 24.752%. அப்படின்னா the percentage of children born were so much. ஆனா 2005, 6, 7, 8 வந்து 21 வரைக்கும் நீங்க பார்க்கும்போது it is declined. அந்த growth rate பாத்தீங்கன்னா மைனஸ்ல போகுது. அப்படின்னா the number of children born in our country is reducing day by day. That is the fact. So the population is not exploding at all. This is data. So students, I really want you to understand. I can talk to you about certain things without any background. I can even make you believe some things which are not true. But I want you to know facts. Reality என்ன இருக்கு நீங்க தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். சரியா? அப்ப Indian birth rate பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is going low day by day. It is a concern for us as a country. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, now this is another slide. It says population growth rate. See the declining percentage in growth rate. இங்க leftல இருக்கிற இந்த இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியாவோட population வந்து 139 crores. சரிங்களா? 139 கோடி இந்தியால இன்னைக்கு பாப்புலேஷன். நம்ம வந்து அதை மட்டும் தான் பாக்குறோம். ஆனா நீங்க வந்து இந்த ரைட் சைட்ல இருக்கிற இந்த டேபுலர் காலம்ல லுக் அட் தி growth rate வந்து கீழ இருந்து மேல பாத்துட்டு வாங்க. 2005 வந்து 1.59% இருந்தது. ஆனா நீங்க ஆக்சுவலா பாத்தீங்கன்னா மேல போக போக growth rate வந்து இப்போ 0.97% தான் இருக்கு. தோ இங்க இந்த பாப்புலேஷன் நம்பர் 2020ல 138 crores இருந்தாங்க. 2021ல 139 crores. அங்க நம்பர் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆனாலுமே you should not just look at the number of babies that are born. How many people are also dying? நான் இந்த பிக்சர்ல வந்து உங்களுக்கு காட்டினேன் பாத்தீங்களா? கொரோனால எத்தனை பேர் இறக்குறாங்க, எவ்வளவு பேர் ஒரு வருஷத்துக்கு இறக்குறாங்க, அந்த டேட்டால நமக்கு தெரியறதே கிடையாதுல்ல. நம்ம அதை பத்தி யோசிக்கிறதே கிடையாது. We are only looking at how many people are exploding சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கோம். But deaths are happening so much and the growth rate of our country is actually declining. So this is an alarming thing. In the World Population Day ல நம்ம வந்து பாப்புலேஷன் பத்தி நம்ம வந்து why is our country going down in population தான் நம்ம யோசிக்கணும். Okay, next slide. Okay. Okay, this is called the fertility rate. In the fertility rate of a population அப்படின்னா என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க அப்படின்னா ஒரு பேரண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து எத்தனை பிள்ளைங்க இருக்காங்க அப்படின்றது தான் இந்த fertility rate அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. How many children does a parent have? இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2 இந்த 2020ல வந்து 2.2 அப்படின்னா ஒரு ஃபேமிலில வந்து 2 children தான் இருக்கிறாங்க. அந்த 2.2ன்றது வந்து அது வந்து ரொம்ப ரொம்ப கம்மி. நிறைய கண்ட்ரீஸ்ல எங்க இருக்குன்னா 5.6 எல்லாம் இருக்கு. ஆனா இந்தியால நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதனுடைய வாட் இஸ் ஃபர்டிலிட்டி ரேட், நீங்க வந்து ரொம்ப இந்த இதுல வந்து காம்ப்ளிகேட்டடா யோசிக்க வேண்டாம். பட் இஃப் யூ ஜஸ்ட் லுக் அட் திஸ் டயக்ராம் அண்ட் தி கிராஃப் 1950ல லுக் அட் ஹவு மெனி தட் இஸ் இன் a family child per woman were 6. பட் இப்போ ஆக்சுவலா பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2010ல 2. they are saying when this number goes, when the percentage goes below 2.1, then the country is in a disaster அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. அப்படின்னா இதுக்கு மேல அந்த கண்ட்ரில வந்து குழந்தைங்களே இல்ல அப்படின்னா அந்த கண்ட்ரியோட ஃபியூச்சரை கொஸ்டின் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. This is not a statistics that Nirmal has created. It is a statistics that is there in the internet. It is a valid statistics that I am showing you. So look at the percentage fertility rate na பிள்ளைங்க வந்து இன்னைக்கு ஃபேமிலிஸ்ல இல்ல. That is a very very grave concern. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, this is a news article. It says population explosion but demographic data shows declining trend. India's population growth has declined in every census since 1981. Measures to limit family size are unnecessary and could even be counterproductive. அப்படின்னு ஒரு நியூஸ் ஆர்டிக்கல். அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா 1981 டிராஸ்டிக்கா கம்மியாயிட்டு வருதோம். அண்ட் அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க to limit family size. இப்படி இந்த மாதிரி வந்து பிள்ளைங்க வந்து பிறக்காம ரெண்டு பிள்ளைங்க தான் இருந்துட்டு இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா கண்ட்ரிக்கு இட் இஸ் a big disaster for the country அப்படின்றது நியூஸ் ஆர்டிக்கல் இருக்கு. சரிங்களா? இப்ப இது வந்து இந்தியா. இப்ப நீங்க கேட்கலாம் சார் நீங்க சொல்றதெல்லாம் வந்து எல்லாம் நல்லா தான் இருக்கு, பட் வேர்ல்ட்ஸ் மோஸ்ட் பாப்புலேட்டட் கண்ட்ரி China, அங்க வந்து is not overpopulated or not people having people suffering to receive food or not is China not overcrowded and overpopulated அப்படின்னு நீங்க கேட்டீங்கன்னா there is one more information I want to show you in the next slide. Okay, this says explained why has China resolved its two-child relaxed. Okay, why has China relaxed its two-child policy to 3? Chinaல வந்து they say ஒரே ஒரு சைல்டு தான் ஃபேமிலியில இருக்கணும் அப்படின்றது வந்து அங்க கவர்மெண்ட் போட்ட லா. பட் அப்படி போட்டதுனால இப்போ சைனாவோட சிச்சுவேஷன் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா சைனால வந்து ஓவர் பாப்புலேஷனே கிடையாது. சைனா இஸ் ஆக்சுவலி கோயிங் ஆன் a நெகட்டிவ் ஸ்கேல். அந்த கண்ட்ரில ஒன்னும் கொஞ்சம் வருஷத்துல பீப்புள் இருக்க போறது இல்லை. அப்படின்னா யங்கர் ஜென்ரேஷனே இருக்க மாட்டாங்க, எல்லாம் ஓல்டு பீப்புள் தான் இருப்பாங்க. ஏன்னா இப்ப வந்து ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்க எல்லாம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், சரிங்களா? சும்மா ஒரு சினாரியோ சொல்றேன், ஜஸ்ட் திங்க் பண்ணுங்க. ஏன்னா நம்ம சம்டைம்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம வந்து யோசிக்கிறது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். லெட்ஸ் சே இதுக்கு மேல வந்து ஆல் சில்ட்ரன் இப்ப ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே நீங்க ஃபியூச்சர்ல வந்து யூ வில் நெவர் மேரி அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், கண்ட்ரி என்ன ஆகும்? கண்ட்ரி இஸ் டெட். அப்போ சைனா கேம் டு தட் லெவல். அதனால சைனா என்ன சொல்லிட்டாங்க, they cancelled that policy and said every family please at least you need to have 2 or 3 children. ஏன்னா the country is actually going on a downward trend. The most populated country on the earth is going through a negative decline in population. So அப்ப இந்த வேர்ல்டு பாப்புலேஷன் டேல நீங்க என்ன ஆக்சுவலா அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் பண்ணணும்னா, திங்ஸ் முன்னாடி இருந்தது வேற, சினாரியோ இருந்தது வேற. எஸ் தேர் வாஸ் ஓவர் பாப்புலேஷன், பட் நவ் பாப்புலேஷன் இஸ் டிக்ளைனிங் அட் a very very fast pace. Now think of an example like this. நீங்க வந்து ஏரோப்ளேன்ல எத்தனை பேர் போயிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல. If you had gone in an aeroplane, போகலன்னா கூட அட்லீஸ்ட் you just try to imagine this. 35,000 feet மேல போயிட்டீங்க, சடனா உங்களை வந்து என்ன பண்றாங்க, ஏரோப்ளேன் இருந்து கீழே தள்ளி விட்டுட்டாங்க. எந்த ஸ்பீட்ல கீழே வருவீங்க? தட் இஸ் தி ஸ்பீட் at which we are going down on population. Okay, so that is something I want you to understand. So what should we do? உங்களுடைய ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி என்னன்றதை நான் சொல்ல போறேன். Okay, next slide. Okay, now I want you to think. இது வரைக்கும் நீங்க கேட்டதை வச்சுட்டு I really want you to think, students. Please sharpen your ears with me and start thinking with me. Yes ma'am, next slide. Okay, humans and natural resources. Okay, இப்ப நிறைய பேர் என்ன சொல்றாங்க, humans have consumed the natural resources. இருக்கிற ரிசோர்சஸ் எல்லாம் தண்ணி, சாப்பாடு எல்லாமே அவங்க வந்து நிறைய பேர் இருக்கிறதுனால சாப்பாடு சாப்பிட்டு எல்லா ரிசோர்ஸ் அவங்க வேஸ்ட் பண்ணி இன்னைக்கு வந்து ரிசோர்சஸே இல்லைன்னு சொல்றாங்கல்ல. I want to show you something. Okay ma'am, the next click. இப்போ the most important resources are oil, water, natural gas. அப்படின்னா நமக்கு வந்து ஆயில் இருந்தாதான் நிறைய கண்ட்ரியே ஓடும். That is, you can go out on a bike or a bus or whatever. Then water. அந்த வாட்டர் இல்லாம we cannot live. இது ரெண்டுமே நமக்கு என்ன சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னா, they are saying it's becoming scarce and scarce and scarce. But I want to ask you a question. செகண்ட் பாயிண்ட்ல போட்டிருக்கேன், ஆர் தீஸ் பிகமிங் ஸ்கேர்ஸ் அண்ட் எக்ஸ்டிங்க்ட்? இது வந்து உண்மையாவே வந்து கம்மியாயிட்டு போய் இல்லாமே போய் ஒரு நாளைக்கு இது இல்லாம போகுதா, because of overusing, or has there been a manipulation, or is water being controlled? We already have water, but is that water being controlled that because there is the people who are controlling water that they are not giving water for use. அதே மாதிரி நேச்சுரல் கேஸ் வந்து எங்க இருந்து வந்து கடல்ல இருந்து எடுக்கிறாங்க. ஓகே, and the different other methodologies and processes are there, but is natural gas and natural resources all really getting extinct, or few people controlling all that and saying now we are going to stop giving it to human beings? Is a question you really have to ask. One information I want to tell you in the next slide. Okay, okay, so I think we have either skipped a slide, whatever. Okay, so adula enna solranga appadina, okay, maybe this is the slide. They are saying the natural resources are so much. Okay, I think it comes in the adjacent slide. All right, so the resources actually are not depleting. That is the truth. I might be shocking you with this information, but that is the fact. நீங்க உண்மையாவே யோசித்து பாருங்க, நீங்க உங்க அம்மா காலத்துல தண்ணி பற்றாக்குறைன்னு சொல்லியிருப்பாங்க, இன்னும் அதே தான் பேசிட்டு இருங்க. பட் ஹேவ் யூ எவர் லாஸ்ட் வாட்டர்? எஸ், கிரவுண்ட் வாட்டர் கம்மியா இருக்கு, பட் வாட்டரே கிடைக்காத நிலைமைக்கு நம்ம வந்திருக்குமா? Water has been around. Man has used different technologies, different ideas to still get water, but that water has been controlled. That is the issue that we are facing. Okay, now, okay, இது வரைக்கும் நான் சொன்னதெல்லாம் keep mindல வச்சுக்கங்க. There are certain in the world population day, what is your responsibility? We are going to see that. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Madhivanan says, no, sir, still we have water. Very factual. Okay. Be thankful to your parents you were born and not aborted. Friends, I want you to take this statement very, very seriously. I'm going to read it again to you. In the world population, there are people enna solranga, there are many people who today are saying you should not have children. நீங்க வந்து even if you have children, abort the babies. ஏன்னா too much of population. But I want you as students who are listening to my voice, you have to be thankful to your parents, because your parents did not make a decision and I say, okay, world நிறைய population இருக்கு, இந்த குழந்தைய நான் abort பண்ணிடுறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருந்தா நீங்க இன்னைக்கு இருந்து இந்த செஷன் கேட்பீங்களா? Would you be here listening to my voice? No. You have to be first, when you think of this word called population, think about you, and you have to be thankful that your parents did not take any negative decision and they did not abort you. You were born. A beautiful thing. So first responsibility, when you look at your parents, when you look at human beings, be thankful that you have a human being on the earth. Be thankful you have friends on the earth and people around you. Okay, next. Stop seeing humans as bad and destroyers of the earth's resources. This is the information that we are getting today. Today people are saying if you have more children, some benefits will not be given to you. Your family ku vandu admission kodukka matom. You will not be able to get rations from the shop. These kind of things are all coming in the name of exploding population. So stop seeing humans as bad. நம்ம வந்து யாருமே வந்து I know for sure students like you, you will never go out and tell another friend and say, I think according to my perspective you should not live on the earth. நீ போய் செத்துறணும் அப்படின்னு யாருமே சொல்ல போறது கிடையாது. ஆனா suppose I tell you, people who live on this earth, they are not fit to live, all of them should die, and சொன்னாதான் நமக்கு அந்த perspective வரும். In case you think there are so many people on this earth and people who do not deserve to live, they should die அப்படின்னு நினைச்சீங்கன்னா, I want you to understand, stop seeing humans as bad and destroyers of the earth's resources. Third one. Okay, be good stewards of resources. So people, you shouldn't, again, I also want to let you know, because I am presenting a view like this, you shouldn't think, appo வந்து நிர்மல் அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க, அப்போ வந்து நம்ம resources வந்து எப்படி வேணா waste பண்ணலாமா? No, that's why I said we are not resources, we are called to steward those resources. சரிங்களா? We are called to manage those resources. We have to be good stewards of resources. இருக்கிற resource on this world population day, how are we going to steward now? If you have 100 rupee in your hand and you go to a hotel to buy some food and eat, if you're looking at a person, population அதிகமாட்டு, நம்ம எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் சாப்பாடு வேணும், மற்றவங்களுக்கு வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு விட்டீங்கன்னா, that's a negative thinking. But let's say you have somebody who's waiting outside that restaurant who doesn't have food, give them something to eat. Be good stewards of the resources you have. Learn to share. See, that is what we need in our country today. We don't need to think, okay, I need to live. நான் வாழ மற்றவன் எப்படி கெட்டு போனாலும் போதும். That thought is a very dangerous thought. On this, when the World Population Day is, commemorated and celebrated, do not look at another human being as a negative or a bad resource. They are human beings. They have the right to live. Be good stewards of resources. Water, எல்லாமே வந்து stewards ஆ இருக்கணும். We do not have to think, இல்லாம போயிருமேன்றதை விட, there are resources on the earth, but be good stewards of the resource. The next thing is appreciate both male and female. Today, in the name of population, people என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா, female children are being killed. They're saying, okay, if at all I have a child, I will only have a male child. So female child பிறந்தாங்கன்னா, I will just, abort the baby. Because of the pressure of population growth. Some people think like that, and some people prefer only a male child. But I want you students to understand, both the male and a female have to be appreciated together. The World Population Day வந்து வெறும் men மட்டும் தான் வாழணும். Female infanticide, infanticide, Akhil says, yeah, these are all common issues today in our country. Sometimes what people say, they say there is too much of population, so why, if you have a female child, kill that child. These are thoughts that are, disturbing, and they are a concern in our country. So I want you to understand that both the male and the female are God's creation. They have to be appreciated. Never look at them in a derogatory mean. Yes, sir, in our village, many of them abort female child. See, that's very, very sad. Very, very sad. Okay, the next point. Start thinking, as I talk, because, okay, we just have 9 more minutes. I'm going to end. Okay, okay. Know this. You don't have the right to take your life in any life, even an unborn baby's life, in the name of abortion and overpopulation. I want to be a little open when I talk about this. Today, among students and among school students, college students, there are certain habits. I am witnessing. I want to talk a little open. Do not mistake me. But there are students who are involving in illicit or a very negative life. In the age of students, they involve in an affair with another boy or a girl, and they become pregnant. அவங்க என்ன பண்ணிடுறாங்கன்னா உடனே ஒரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போயிட்டு அந்த பேபி அபார்ட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. Teenage pregnancies are an issue. அவங்க என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்க, போயிட்டு உடனே அபார்ஷன் பண்ணிட்டா அந்த பேபி கொண்டுடலாம். I want to let you know today, you do not have the right to take your life or any life, even if that life is an unborn baby. சில பேர் என்ன நினைச்சுக்கிறாங்க, ஓகே ஓவர் பாப்புலேஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு, இந்த பேபி வந்து அபார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம். That is not your right at all. Please understand that. Never ever think you have the right to kill a life or even take your life. நிறைய பேர் எனக்கு என்ன நினைக்கிறாங்க, நான் இந்த உலகத்துல வாழ்ந்தே பிரயோஜனம் இல்லை அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு they take their life. No, that is not the thought you have. That is not the right you have at all. We have the right to live, and that is what we need to understand. Okay, all right. Let's move to the next point. Okay, be givers, not takers of love, harmony, peace, and hope. What I want you to do is, in this World Population Day, I want you to give love, harmony, peace, and hope. Tell people, okay, when you live a purposeful life. Do not live a wasted life. Do not live a wayward life. Try to live in harmony. Try to live in peace. This is what we have to start promoting. Not telling people, world la the resources தீர போகுது. இந்த பேச்சு வந்து for the last 10 to 15 years we have been hearing. You're saying, water is going to become extinct, and the natural resources are going to become extinct. But if you really look at the truth, it has never been extinct. The resources are there, but it is there in the hands of a wrong people, and they are controlling it, and that is the problem. Okay. Second thing is, though we have resources, we have to be good stewards of those resources. Okay, the next point. Be creative with resources. As human beings, I want you to understand, and we were doing a session, we were asking, robot or side level, human being or side level, who is the most powerful? You know what 99% of the students said? They said robot is more powerful than a human being. I do not accept that statement at all. A robot was created by a man. You have to understand, in the robot, creativity, it is still a resource. It is still something that is a metal or a technology. Human being is far more powerful than all these things. So be creative. In resources kammiya irundalo, they are saying, okay, sea lende nama oil edukka mudiyalana, now we are having natural, they have wind energy, we have water energy, so many creative things. So we should not look at things and say, oh, this is going down. We have to find creative ways of how we can live on this earth. See, that is where we have to start talking, rather than looking at people and saying these humans are not fit to live on this earth, they are bad, they are dirty. That is not the objective that we need to have on this World Population Day at all. Okay, the next slide. Okay, so this is what I wanted to tell you. People say namakku vandu inimel oil irukka poradhu kedadu, but this news article says the earth is not running out of oil and gas. British Petroleum says, அது என்ன சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, existing technology is capable of unlocking so much that global resource would almost double by 2050. இது யாராவது கேட்டிருக்கீங்களா? people என்ன சொல்றாங்க, எல்லாமே முடிய போகுது. But the thing is, technologies as it grows every day, we are finding new ways to live on this earth. And who invents those technology? Human beings. So human beings have the ability to be creative and super powerful. So we have to live and use those skills and talents. Next slide. All right. Okay, so look at how many deaths are happening. இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் இந்தியால வந்து 25,000 people are dying. இதை பத்தி நம்ம யாருமே பேசுறது இல்ல. We only think about people who live and who consume a lot of resources. Next. And the picture update பாருங்க how many deaths in each country, and you look at how many இப்போ COVID னு சொன்னா கூட COVID death is actually இந்த இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா it is only 3.5 million, but மற்ற plagues எல்லாமே HIV AIDS இதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிற diseases எல்லாம் far more complicated diseases are there. So in the World Population Day ல வந்து what are we going to do about diseases that are plaguing people because of which people are dying? So our duty is to save lives, not
Sir,
to
my
say,
father is a HIV physician, sir.
he's a okay, yeah.
HIV
Okay.
physician, sir.
Oh, okay, great to hear that. Okay, the next slide. We just have 4 more minutes, so let's just move on. All right, so this is my last slide. The world is not moving towards overpopulation but depopulation. நீங்க நான் காட்டின statistics, if you had followed very carefully, you're seeing that the trend of growth is actually going down. So what should we do? It's time to save humans, not eliminate them. Okay, so உங்களோட responsibility தான். What I've done is I brought it in the previous slide. I said it is your duty to start loving people. Don't look at human beings as a bad or a dirty resource. Look at them. Your duty is to be creative and do something with the resources, and your duty is not to take another life but to give life to another human being. That is what we are called to do. So on this World Population Day, I want you to understand, we initially had a problem with population growth, but we are not anymore having a population. Today the problem is population is not growing, we are going down in the population, and statistics are proving it day by day, and it is a great danger for our country. All that we have to do is, as students, have the right mentality, right understanding, and I want you to do something. And the responsibility slide level, all that has been given, I want you to have a look at it, do something. You are called to give life, not to take another person's life. And when you think about population, do not have this picture where the earth is overcrowded. No, not at all. Even the most populated country, China, is actually saying we need more children in the country because they have lost people in the country. Okay, so this is the type of understanding I wanted to communicate to you. So as students, have a proper view of life, have a beautiful view of life, respect human beings, respect parents, enjoy another human being's life, not look at them in a negative way. So I hope this helped. So it's time we have a World Repopulation Day is what I wanted to say and close. So thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech.
Yes, Nirmali.
More than good.
Yes, Sweta.
Saying thank you is more than good spirituality. May I call upon B. Mrinalini from 9th to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning to all. I take immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this webinar session on World Population Day to all the dignitaries who participated. First and foremost, I thank our chief guest, Mr. Nirmal Thomas, who, despite his busy schedule, has found time to grace this occasion. I would like to thank our correspondent, Mr. Sendil Ramesh, whose interest and vision had given a strong and continued support to our school. I had want to express my sincere thanks to our beloved principal, Mrs. Sita Lakshmi, who keeps bringing laurels to our school, and my heartful of thanks to our vice principal, Mrs. Kirubavati, and headmistress Lada Dirvyam for their valuable contribution and guidance in all our efforts. I owe my special gratitude to all the academic supervisors, teachers, and parents for the perennial care and support. Last but not the least, I thank you, my dear friends, for your cooperation and coordination in making this webinar a successful event. Gratitude is a great attitude. So once again, I thank you all for your presence.
Ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for making us to think deep about population, and it helps us for our future plans. It's been a pleasure being with all of you today, and thank you for your patience, my dear friends. Once again, thank you, one and all.
Good morning. Good morning, my dear students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. A blessed day to you all. And really, it's a blessed day, I can say. And I am very much thankful to Mr. Nirmal Thomas. And never we dreamed of that the World Population Day can be celebrated in such a fittest manner. And I thank him very much for highlighting the points that we are good steward of resources. We have to appreciate everyone